Hello and welcome to the Rhythm Factory. I'm Eddie C, and together with my co-host Peter D, we're going to bring you in touch with people in and around the music business. This is the podcast that takes you up close and personal. Hi everybody, welcome to the Rhythm Factory video podcast. My name is Eddie C, and to my right, my colleague Mr. Peter D. Our guest for today is very special, especially I think for Peter as well as for me, because he has all of these nice little toys for drummers and percussionists. And his name is Albert van Dorssen. Welcome in our show, Albert.
Thank you.
You're an industrial designer, but you're also a pianist and a lover of music, And you've got all of these ideas, and you're working with several different companies, making all of these nice little things, which I don't know if our cameraman can see on the table, these sticks and we got these mallets here, and there's some other sticks there.
Combination of mallet and stick.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a little bit about how you got started with these ideas, and maybe a little bit about some of the products that you're making and the different companies that you're working with?
Okay. To start with, from the early start when I was a kid still, I had two kinds of passions.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing music at an early stage. Started with classical piano, and later I get some lessons in jazz piano. But I also come from a family with a lot of design people inside in the family, so it was a kind of natural that I also studied design.
All right.
And then, I always had a feeling I have to combine that somehow. To make some kind of a connection between music and design. So after my education, I started my own company in design. And then later in 2006, around that time, I really decided I wanted to make some effort of making this combination.
Okay.
And then at the time, I had a colleague, friend, soulmate of me, who's also a drummer. He came up with this idea. He said, "Well, I have this brush, and I'm playing this rock music, and all the time, after one concert, I can throw away my brushes because I'm playing so loud with those brushes, and I love the sound of
Right.
So can't we make something? Can we design something that holds?"
It'll last longer. A little bit more durable.
Yeah. So then we came up with this first idea. This was we called it the Smacks. And but from the early start, I realized, if we want to make a success of that, or if we want to market it or commercialize it, we must not do it ourselves, because we are musicians. I'm a designer. I'm not a businessman, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, and Juan at that time, he had warm contacts with Promark.
Okay.
So we thought, we have to go to the USA. We have to show them our concepts.
Right.
And that's what we did.
Oh, fantastic, man.
We bought the tickets. We put this stick in a little case.
Right.
And we went on the plane.
Oh, wow.
And they're very nice people at Promark, and they said, you are welcome. Let's show us your designs. And they were also very enthusiastic about it. But they also thought, they come all the way from the Netherlands. Let's give it a shot.
Right.
Let's give it a shot. So,
right.
So they took it in their.
They took it in there.
So from that time on, we start developing also all kinds of other stuff as well.
Okay. Wow.
As a entrepreneur and also as an industrial designer, you have a mission. I know it from you, but I also read it on your website. You have a mission to support companies which seek to strengthen their, competitive advantages. I believe that's what you call it. I know you in a way because we work together on two products, actually, two inventions for musical products. But is there a difference between the music business to work on products and maybe other businesses, and what are the differences?
Well, the differences, it's a kind of yes and no answer. there's some kind of similarity because the music industry, of course, also wants to have successful products. They want to make a good business.
Right.
And these are the same kind of goals that also other industries have. So there's kind of resemblance. But the difference that I noticed, and that was very nice actually, that all the companies, or most of the companies I talked to, or we have met at trade shows, at fairs,
Right.
These are companies that are started by musicians.
Okay.
Wow.
So Ludwig, all the famous brands. Mostly, the founder is a drummer.
Right.
Is somebody who's playing the music, and all the people still working at those companies are really musicians themselves, mostly. So there's really a lot of passion, a lot of warmth in those companies, and that's what you feel if you walk on the trade shows.
All right. Yeah, because that I know. For example, when I go to Pearl, I mean the guys that are all there, they're all have something to do with some kind of drumming. They're all have a drum set, played with drums, for example. And you go to microphone companies, and you see these guys are all been busy with microphones, for a long time. I guess the same counts for your sticks as well. I mean, and the which leads to a question. You're being a piano player. You're playing also with a big band, I think, as well, from what I understand. Being that musician, that's how I'm sure that has that been a big advantage for you in developing these these lovely products that you have. I mean, like the design is also beautiful. It's very well thought of. Looks good, and it's modern. And I mean, and for those who don't know, these are meant to be for vibraphone.
Yeah. Yes.
Marimba vibraphone sticks, and they have a certain effect you can do if you rub on there on the table, rub on the instrument
on
itself.
The keys, on the vibraphone.
Yeah.
So.
That's true actually. That what I learned is from making music and also by designing is that in music it's very important to listen and to create space for the other musician.
Right.
And that you invite somebody from I make this rhythm. Okay, what do you say? And you're going to jam. And actually, with the design, it's actually the same.
Right.
If you're designing a product for a company, you should know. Listen to the people inside. Okay, what are your strengths? What is the business you are in? What is your passion?
Right.
Okay, what can I add? What can I add to this to it?
To make it, to expand it more, right?
Yes, so that so you grow, or the company grows as a company, or together as a team.
Yeah, right.
So there's a kind of similarity between making music or designing. It's all about cooperating, listening, creating space, and it's not like, I have this great idea, buff, I place it on the table, and it should be like that. From the moment that we introduced it, and there were some commands, and they said, can we change this, and how are we going to attach this? This is how we do it in our factory. Can we make something that it suits in our factory?
Right.
So, and then we are going to develop that.
Right.
So
but then you say it's making music and designing is basically has the same principles.
Yeah.
But is there a big difference between let's say designing something for the music industry or maybe a different industry? Because you don't only work for music. There's also different companies that you work for with totally different people, totally different products, different innovations. Is there a difference in creativity or approach or?
No, I must say that that is actually the process that you're doing. When you're making a product for the music industry or for a different industry, is quite the same. You can maybe say that for other industries they are more focused on cost and more focused on making money.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So you have to let go a lot of your pearls,
Yeah, yeah,
so to
yeah,
speak,
yeah.
in your design, and okay, you should compromise. Okay, let's do that. And maybe in music,
That's a
you're
little
really
different,
searching for, okay, let's make it perfect.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Let's make it that it really is something that that the player or the musician.
Can personalize for
Yes.
themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's something we already, we went to Frankfurt, for example,
Yeah.
2 years in a row, I believe,
Yeah.
you and me, and with the El Brando team. And we talked about it with companies, about the products. And what you say is really what we were finding out, right?
Yeah.
The way they were thinking with us, giving comments about, this should work better for a certain group of drummers, or, how can we basically get them all involved or
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know about the other companies, of course, or the other markets, but it's nice to hear how that works for you as a musician and as an industrial designer. Sorry,
Yeah.
but Eddie already mentioned it. You're also in a big band called Licks and Brains.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are pretty successful. You did radio shows. You even work with a lot of musicians, guest musicians actually.
Yeah.
And you told me once that you guys rehearse with those people, and you actually, approach it from their standpoint and make a good show around the guest musician that you have. Can you tell a bit more about the big band and those processes?
Yeah, okay. The band Licks and Brains, it's actually a big band. We play big band music, but with a contemporary jacket. So it's a lot of soul and funky grooves on it. When we play this or we invite those guests, well, first of all, I have to say, for a big band, it's quite difficult to get a gig or to find places where you can play.
Yeah.
So that's why we got the idea. Okay, let's create our own concerts. And let's create a kind of room where we can make a concert, and we invite special guests.
All right.
And the concept was always the guest would give us 2 of his compositions, and our conductor Rolf Delfels, he would then arrange it for the big band,
Right.
and we would give our guest player 2 or 3 of our pieces. And he would, practice maybe a solo, or he would, he made a special arrangement for himself for this. So there was kind of vice versa working.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we of course had to rehearse with the big band.
Sure.
But then we let it very spontaneously. So we just did this concert, and it was always very special because we have this great artists. Like Thijs van Leer and Benjamin Herman and Rick Moll and Simone Roerade and a couple of others who I'm forgetting, forgive me. But everybody's on his toes when we are playing.
Yeah, that's great.
And the audience knows it. They're also coming for this special, this one-time concert.
Right.
And then there's a kind of atmosphere.
Sure. Yeah.
And then it's really, really great. It's really top evenings.
Oh, fantastic!
And you play the Fender Rhodes in the Hammond, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just so people know what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Are there upcoming shows that people might be looking for or can attend to?
Well, actually, yesterday we had a show in Rotterdam.
Okay.
With Simone Roerade. She's actually a very soul
fantastic
singer.
Yeah.
But she will join us with our tour in China.
Oh, wow.
We're going to China next month.
Oh, okay.
To have 8 or 9 concerts there.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she rehearsed 5 songs in Chinese.
Oh,
so
wow.
She's going to sing a kind of James Brown with a Chinese accent.
Oh,
So that was great. So we had a kind of rehearsal show, and it was great. And there will be shows in the summer again also.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Great. Yeah.
Cool.
I think our guests are not sure yet, so I can't say anything yet. But
You also made CDs, right?
Sorry?
You also made a couple of CDs.
yes.
Yeah.
I've got them here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice to show. Yeah, look at that.
Go.
Man.
Yeah.
We'll pass these out. Okay, look at that.
Oh, look at this.
Hold a
Yeah.
couple of these.
So,
This is the oh, that's the brand new one, I guess.
yeah, this is
Driving
the
Home.
last one.
Yeah.
This is a CD with all kinds of arrangements around Christmas songs.
All right.
Yeah, great,
Cool.
man.
And we also invited guests for that to a lot of singing on it as
All
well.
right. All right. Great.
And so every maybe 2 years we try to summarize kind of our repertoire into a CD.
It's just
Nice work.
licksandbrains.com, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nice to.
And you know, I know. I mean, like I said, this is amazing how. Talking to you about some, because I've got some ideas for you as well, for your company. We'll talk about that another, and maybe on another show, bring that out. Your whole, doing your whole designing career and music career, of course. I'm sure you must have gone through some funny situations or something, and if you got a little anecdote or something that kind of went wrong or.
Yeah, I've got one. I've been thinking about that because I knew the question would come.
Yeah.
But it has to do with the smacks. Yeah, we were going to ProMark in Houston, and we were having this very nice conversation, and we were also demonstrated live. Juan was drumming with the sticks, and I was playing piano. And they said, okay, the next day. We came to a compromise. Okay, let's pull this off. Let's try it. Okay, where do we start? How are we going to do this?
Yeah.
We talked about prices, about first deliveries, things like that.
Yeah.
And some of the guys, they said, "Oh, can you send us a dozen of those sticks?" And I was so excited, and I wasn't listening very well, and my English is not so well. I said,
doing quite well.
1,000? Yes, I can deliver 1,000 next month. It's no problem. I said 1,000? No, a dozen.
Oh.
Only 12, And they were laughing and laughing.
Oh, man.
So I was missing. Yeah, I was already thinking about success.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, you gotta think big.
That's
Of
it,
course.
man.
That's it, man. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, once again, if you get a chance, your website is, you can find out about his website on our page.
Yeah, it's on Facebook as well.
Also on Facebook, but you can also via our Facebook page, the Rhythm Factory Podcast at gmail.com. You can write us, but on Facebook as well, you can find us on the Rhythm Factory Podcast. Albert, we want to thank you for coming on the show. Also for our little
gadgets.
little keychain gadgets we
Yeah.
got here. No, they're not earrings; they're keychains. But and these lovely products, So and good luck with your tour in Japan and China.
Yeah.
So you won't run out. You won't run out of sticks.
Well, thank you, Eddie, for having me, and Peter.
Yeah.
And I want to mention that we have done some projects as well.
Yeah.
And they're not finished yet, but we will.
We're we're getting along with it.
Yeah.
And we're how do you say that? Picking it up again.
Picking it up.
Yeah.
Pick it up. That's
So
good.
maybe there's something more to say about that in the coming year.
Future
So,
podcast.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you again, once again, Albert. And Peter, my sidekick.
Yeah, man.
I want to thank you. And you can always find us on, like I said, Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Jazzo Music. And then your Twitter account is?
I don't have my Twitter account just like that, but you can
Okay.
at least email me at info@peterdoppen.nl.
All right. And for all the information about Albert, you can check him out on Facebook. You can check him out via us as well. This was the Rhythm Factory for this week, and I want to leave you with final words: is keep sticking it.